There's only one person on this beach, except for me. I was gonna rev up today and make a 10-minute magnificent, Oscar-worthy pieced camera. I've got to, because some lovely soul put $50 in my PayPal. That just shows up how what mean scumbags everybody else is. I'm not a fucking monkey. I'm not Mr. Bojangles, which is one of the greatest songs of all time. Yeah, but it's just been welling up in me at quite good 10 minutes to do on van life. But I've actually it just came when I was on a long walk. It wouldn't come into the video. It wouldn't come. Even I went up to the church to steal loads more electricity, and it just wouldn't come. But it came when I went on a walk. Anyway, to the point. This whole county is evil. And as for van lifing, now there's there is an important bit I forgot. The 2020. I mean, 20. Oh, quickly. Right. Okay. I haven't got much battery. Like 30 years ago. Actually, no, it was 1993. I got myself the first really humble. The colour of my Volkswagen camper van was so putrid. Anyway, I just got a cheap van. For one reason or another, until 2010, I must have spent 10 to 15% of my waking hours, and when my kid came along with her too, in a van, just meandering all over Europe first, here, there, and everywhere, and then 8 of the last 15 years. And to me, I hate the word van, but it's about small space living. But it's not about the freedom of the road. However, there's one thing it was about. In the 90s, was it the 90s? Into the 2000s, there were some of the original old school van people. What does that mean? They had a certain ethos, which is to be above hysteria, above. I mean, now all they do is talk about chemtrails, the this, that and the other, the this, that and the other. They were above, but they maintained great codes of decency towards one another. Now, why do you actually want to get yourself in a van and whatever you do, don't think you will encounter any valid community? Oh, that's rather nice. It doesn't exist. I mean, what you basically have to do is to avoid other people. I mean, anywhere along the southern section of this horrible county, like a quarter of them are real kind of junky. Ugh. But anyway, to the point, I'm not actually interested in them. The ones I'm interested in are the ones that are meant to be, that pretend to be lovely, vanny, free-thinking, lovely community people. Not one of them are. No interest, except. So, first 5 years of the 2000s, I did actually isolate out of a few people that I would occasionally encounter in vans. One especially, a woman, but she had her partner. It was sort of woman and man, but her in particular as the best example. The one who was the best example of how being a van woman, which she would sometimes, they had a house, but there would be periods that they would be in their van with their kids. She was the absolute perfect example of, and I'm a lethal sifter of people, of the one you'd wish your daughter would spend time with is a great example. In fact, my daughter did spend time with her. I was in love with her. Her kid was my daughter's first love. Anyway, we better not say much more than that. When I saw her in late 2020, no, August 2020, what she'd done to her children by her bad vibes, her second lot of children, aged 6 and 8. They were just this pale, freaked out mess. Her bad vibes had done that. And then the following spring, she turns up, and I'm in a certain small town, and she gets out of her car. Oh, I just had a heart attack. I just been in hospital. Oh my God. Because I was drinking too much. What she did? Oh, I've got to go to the off licence to go and get a bottle of vodka. Now, of all the van people I've ever known, she was the one who was, there was a hope that it would be a kind of ethos that would carry on. To see that happen, I mean, everybody else went berserk in 2020, but her in particular, don't get a van thinking you're going to find any kind of sanity or community. You are only living in your van to be a side, but there is something you can do to kind of make it tolerable, which I do. And 2 women know I do it, and they know it works. So I need to write that properly. It's so hard because I only have short bits of battery, because I used to have two batteries, 12-volt batteries, and one of them reached the end of its 3-year life. So it's really hard at the moment. But I am full time. I'm trying to be a philosopher of, but it's not. I know why I've turned the camera on here. Because about 3 weeks ago I met a woman there, a 65-year-old. I was being very friendly with her. She was with her kid. And I just told her, I don't normally even tell people, because around here they'll try and run you out of town. Particularly if they make out that they love the kind of free vanning existence. You'll have to listen to the audio. Right, but to keep to the point, yeah, she said, oh, you live my ideal life. Now, lots of people say that. It's actually quite amusing. They say this, but none of them will ever do it. So, and they don't. You know they don't. Well, they don't. There's nobody around doing it. I'll try and write something more sensible about that at some point soon, because it's all I care about. But it's not about vanning, it's about being a side of a psychodrama which seems to, I didn't realise how completely and utterly default it is. Certainly anywhere that's not the real countryside, which is up in the hills of where I used to be, ish, sort of, sometimes.